Just got back from confirming my GoPro Hero 7 Black is gone out in the middle of the ocean. Then I come back to find out that I'm probably going to end up destroying my GoPro Hero 8 Black. Oh man, what a nightmare. Alright, so here's the deal. Got my GoPro Hero 8. I am having an issue with the battery being stuck in there. I've already kind of destroyed the cap of this one. The issue is that I've got some of these older batteries where the sides are puffing out. I guess because of either heat from these camera cooking the batteries and causing the gas inside them to expand, or what I think really it is that I'm using an aftermarket charger that doesn't control the recharging correctly, and it causes that gas buildup and these sides to puff up, versus a good battery, which is it's solid and squared off. So what happens is that I'm still using the good batteries as my original. I have a couple of these puffed up ones. They still work fine. It's just they get stuck on the inside and are sometimes hard to get out because they get wedged in there. So I use my original one until it runs out. Then I use these as backup. Well, yesterday I got into the backup. Came in today to try to remove it. Usually I'll just have to take the pull tab, and then if I'm careful I just kind of wiggle it and it'll come out. Otherwise, if it doesn't, then I use some pliers and then I pull it with some pliers and it comes out. This time when I pulled on it, the cover came out. That's this cap part right here, which exposes the inside of the battery. Then there's a plastic case around that, which is the protective seal for it. So I was trying to use some pliers and a screwdriver to pry that up, and those came out. So now I'm looking at a bag full of acid and nothing to grab it by. So the only way I think I can get this out is that I need to decompress this, and I've seen where guys will poke it with a needle and then bleed out the air and then the liquid acid in there to compress it, and then it still works. I don't know, I wouldn't recommend that. I don't think it lasts for long, but what that's gonna do is I might have to puncture this bag, drain it, so hopefully then it compresses to normal size, and then hopefully I can grab on something and wedge it out. But if I puncture this and that acid gets inside this camera, this GoPro Hero 8 is toast. So, yeah. Alright, so the first step I'm going to do is I'm going to try to drain the battery power as much as possible. I'm just going to go ahead and play a video. This is my yesterday's trip out there to confirm that it's gone. But I'll just keep playing this until it drains the battery in entirety, and then we'll go from there.
Anyways, it looks like it's going to end up being my second most expensive loss. My first being a
This is going to take out my second biggest, because this one was $100 more than my 7 Black. Nice. Alright, I went ahead and drained the battery, just kept playing the video over and over again until it died. So what I've got here is just a plastic container lid, threw some baking soda there. Got a socket, so I'm going to be able to puncture it and then just set it there. Just going to have a little knife hole, just going to puncture a hole, holding it upright, so if it starts dripping, it'll just start dripping straight down, and just leave it like that. Get as much liquid out as possible before I start working on it. Then once it stops dripping, I can look at it and see that it's cleaned up. I'll just go ahead and start taking this soft aluminum film away there to see if I can get at something to use the pliers to pull this cartridge out of there. But I have no clue what's inside this thing. But might as well get started. You're not going to be able to see what I'm doing because I got to keep it upright here, but let's puncture this dude and no liquid. Well, I just made a little cut in the foil there. I'm just gonna let it sit there for a second, just see if anything drops down. And then I'll start pulling that foil apart so I can see inside there, and hopefully there's some plates or something in there that I can grab and not cause this thing to short out or explode. Well, I punctured a hole and nothing dripped out or anything. So imagine it released the gases, so cut the rest of this foil open. Ooh, I might be able to use a little screwdriver, wedge that under that foil and pull it out now. So let me get a small rounded screwdriver. Alright, so let me see if I can get it underneath this foil. And if that'll be strong enough to... Oh, no. Dying. That would have been too easy. Nope. Dying. I don't know. Can't even tell what the makeup of this stuff is. Oh, it doesn't look like it's gonna be easy. Great. Alright, let's see if I can just grab on something. Ooh. Oh, dang it. Come on, baby. There, feels like it's, oh. I was getting a bit of a grip. Well, it's really hard to see. I didn't have a magnifying glass, so I just used the iPhone, took a picture of it. It looks like just a squished roll of toilet paper with this blue little something in the center, and then just wounds of whatever material. But it just looks like a toilet paper roll that you just squished and shoved in there. So I'm going to dig in there a bit and see if I can grab at it. I'm going to use the knife blade, insert it between the housing and the outer film on the side here. Actually, it'd be up here. And just kind of try to wedge it in a little bit. It compresses and it pulls up against the wall a little bit. So I don't want to mess with the housing on this side. That'll damage stuff. So once I get it in there, I'm pushing it in. I'm going to do that on this side as well. See if that breaks some tension. Oh, it's moving, but it moves down too. There's just nothing really good to hang on to. Just keep picking away at it. There's got to be some sort of fluid in here, because when I seen the ones on the YouTube videos, they just puncture with a needle and then it oozes out liquid. So I'm wondering if this toilet paper roll stuff is sandwiching some sort of liquid in there. I'll keep digging. It's giving off a smell like rubbing alcohol, so I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't feel any heat, so I'll keep digging at it. It's just like some sort of paper. No, even the center, no, there's a kind of a hard part here on one side, not all the way to the edge. Oh, got smoke. Yeah, that's definitely what I didn't want to do. Golly. So there's a core in the center there that's a... Yeah, it stinks. What I think I'll do is I'm going to let it just sit for a little while. And hopefully just let it cool down and keep picking away at it. Holy crap, I got it out. Thank you. Bam. So basically I ended up doing was using a finer tip needle nose pliers. I found the best corner that had material there, and then I was just grabbing it and just lifting, grabbing and lifting it. I mean, it's about 10 minutes worth of doing that. And I finally got to pop up just a little bit, and then I was able to grab a little bit more and just playing with it in both corners, and then finally it just poof, popped right out. Looking at the battery, I see that it's decompressed now. I think what it is that smell. It's like vinegary, ammonia, some sort of chemical reaction. That's got to have been the gas escaping. As I dug my screwdriver in the center and actually made it right below the paper top here, it started smoking a couple of times that I did that. So that has to be that gas escaping out of there, and then it just shrank the sides, and I think that's what gave the ability to pull it right out. So let's throw a battery, a good battery. I don't know if this battery's charged. Beeping up. Yeah, baby. Saved. Nice. Alright, looks like I salvaged the 8. Oh my gosh, that would have been horrible if it didn't work, but I think we got it. As scary as this thing is, I think the secret was I had to dig into that paper layer up top to short circuit or get into the guts of the battery, because it stinks now. I can smell it all in here, and it's warm. So that's kind of basically having to puncture the side in order for it to decompress, in order to have any chance of pulling it out. So once that happened, it shrinks, and then if you can grab on just whatever you can, just keep picking away at it, shaking it until you can pull it through. Unfortunately, there's no A to B to Z, step to step on that part of it, but I'm definitely throwing out the puffy batteries. They're going in the garbage. I'm not risking it. I've already ordered the new GoPro 7 Black. I got a kit, so it's going to come with the Super Suit dive case for it, 2 batteries, and then separately I ordered 2 new 64 gig cards, and then all the components, the new aluminum stick, then the mounts I already picked up to adapt to the GoPro mount. So I think we're good to go as soon as they arrive here, and whew, man, so happy. I couldn't take another hit. I just couldn't. But at least I'll be able to go out and do some more videos. So anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see you next video. And thank you, my Patreon supporters. You always save my day. So alright, bye.